Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. So I was asked to do a cold start video on this truck, and I've been putting it off until it actually got cold outside. It's probably 50, 52, 53 degrees today. Been kind of warm here lately, and I wanted to do it kind of justice with the cold start video. It's not really cold, but it's better than 70 or 75 like it has been. So I just wanted to explain something for cold starting, or kind of how this works. The carburetor here with the choke flap, and this restricts airflow, which will dump more fuel in until the truck's warm. What releases it, you can see it's spring loaded. What releases it over here, there's a thermal spring inside, and as that spring warms up, it loses tension, and as that tension goes away, this will remain open. So I actually just put new plug wires on this truck as well. I've been having a miss and a skip problem with it for a little while, and to diagnose something properly, you need to do one thing at a time. So I put new plugs in it, which it needed. I got them too big, or had too much of a gap on the plugs. Took them back out, shortened the gap, put them back in. Truck ran so much better. Still wasn't quite right. It would do well when you're getting into it, but when you were just cruising, it was a bit of a jump, a miss. So I'm hoping these plug wires will take care of it. I'm thinking it will, looking at the old ones. I mean, you can see how they're stiff, they've been hot. That bends back. It should just flop around like any other wire. So I got these off, like everywhere else, got these off of Amazon, 25 or 30 bucks, crazy cheap. Seem to be nice wires. Got them in, mounted away from the headers. If you're ever doing plug wires and you haven't done them before, make sure that the boots physically pop onto the plugs and up here at the distributor cap. You can see how low and how much room I have between here. The old ones, I'm not even sure they were all the way seated down, which could have been part of my problem, but for the money, plug wires are cheap. But yeah, if you're ever doing this, make sure that they are seated correctly and all the way down. But I want to try the cold start. Hopefully it'll work out. We'll see. Hopefully I got all the wires routed properly. I always do one wire at a time. That way you can't mix up cylinders. But I have not started this truck today for this purpose. So with this one, I'm not giving it any gas. I've had carbureted vehicles where you had to pump it 4 or 5 times, and they're all, the ones I've had have been different, finicky. The Fords I've had seem to be 2 pumps, and they'd fire right up. The Dodges seem like 4 or 5. They're all a little different. This one starts really well when it's cold. It'll fire off, and then it'll cut right back off. You pump it once and fire it back, it runs again. But since it's not too cold, it probably won't be a problem today. Let's see. Yep, seemed to start it right up, idling well. Just taking the gas fine. But like I said, once the vehicle warms up, that choke flap will start to open up as the vehicle warms up. And that's what these adjustments right here on the side are for. 3 screws, you loosen them up, you can turn that and adjust how long this stays open or closed. But I hope that's helpful for somebody.